let's talk about the 3 secret psychological triggers your ad needs to have if you want to attract coaching clients who have money versus who waste your time, click on your ads, and never want to work with you. There's 3 of them. The problem is, after I've gone through thousands of ad accounts over a lot of years working with coaches, I've found that these 3 things are missing from virtually 99% of coaches' ads that I've helped or before I've been able to help them. So here's the problem. A lot of coaches, what they think is they just simply think if they just create a good ad that calls out somebody who needs what they have, they're going to get the right people. So for example, what a lot of coaches will do, let's say I'm a mindset coach. They'll basically say, hey, are you looking to increase your confidence, have more clarity, more purpose in your life, and decrease your stress? I mean, who wouldn't, right? But the problem is if you think about that, what that's doing is that is pulling in everybody who probably is not your ideal client. The other problem you're dealing with now more than ever before is artificial intelligence. Facebook's AI is going to find more people who look like the people who are registering for your stuff. So if the wrong people are clicking on your ad, Facebook's going to go find more of the wrong people. That's how AI works. Okay? So here's the 3 psychological triggers you need to have on every ad, or you're going to get the wrong people. The first trigger is you need to get and trigger the committed people versus the interested people. Okay? This is a big problem. And how do you do it? Well, you have to ask yourself this question. What is it that committed people are doing different than interested people? Let's use the mindset coach example. It's just a hypothetical example because it's something we can all relate to. If I'm a mindset coach and my ad says, hey, are you looking to increase your confidence, your clarity, have more purpose in life, overcome your stress? Now, that kind of generalized statement is a statement of triggering an interested person psychologically. Oh, I'm interested in that, right? Sounds good to me. I would love to do that. But the problem is it's not using a psychological trigger to pull in a committed person. What would a committed person be doing? A committed person would already be trying things. Think about this for a second. If I'm committed to overcoming those things, I'm already trying those things. So then that's going to change the ad. So now the ad is going to be, have you been trying to overcome your lack of confidence, overcome your stress, overcome your lack of purpose or whatever it is, using various courses, coaching programs, and nothing's working? Do you see what I'm doing there? Now I'm establishing an ad for a committed person versus an interested person. You see what I did there? Now, the second thing is we have to have a psychological trigger that gets people who have the money versus the people who have no money. And all these layer on top of each other. And the third one is the most important. If you don't have it, none of this is going to work. So stay tuned for that. So the second one is, how do we include a psychological trigger that gets people who have money versus the people who don't have money? This is very important. Most coaches screw this up because you can't technically say, hey, this is for XYZ, and it's only if you're really making $100,000 a year, so don't click the ad if you're not. Obviously, that's not going to work, is it? Because you're going to get a whole bunch of people flaming you in the comments and so on and so forth. So what do? Well, what we do is we have to ask ourselves, what psychological trait is somebody who has money identifying with? Okay? So one of the easiest ones is they're a professional, all right? Or they're working like 50 hours a week and they're a professional, okay? We've got to be creative so that you can pull in the right person. Those are 2. There's a whole bunch, but let me just give you 2. So it's like, are you a busy professional who's been working 50 to 60 hours a week, climbing the corporate ladder, and you've been trying to overcome your stress, your anxiety, gain more confidence, but none of the coaching or programs or strategies you've tried has helped. Do you see what I'm doing there? So now what that's doing is I'm psychologically pulling in who I want and repelling the wrong people. Because if somebody's not committed and they're interested, they're like, no, that's not my problem. Not interested. Or the second one, if they don't have money per se, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a busy professional working 60 hours a week climbing the corporate ladder. If they're working at a fast food restaurant, they're not going to respond to that, right? And so we've got to have these super subtle triggers all the way through our ad, okay, at the various levels of what we do. And those are the biggest two things. Now, the third thing is the single most important. Now, before I get to that, I need you to do one thing. Hit the subscribe button somewhere around this video, because what's going to happen is I put out a lot of videos on how to get clients using Facebook ads and various strategies based on what we're testing. I've spent millions over the years on ads, okay? And I share this stuff with you for free here on YouTube. But the only way you're really going to be notified is if you subscribe, right? So hit that subscribe button. It's free, and you never know when the next video that's coming out, it's going to be the exact thing you needed that could potentially change your coaching business. All right. Now, number 3, this is the single most important. So you have to have a psychological trigger that gets them to see you as the only option, okay? Because you got to remember, your market is full of everybody else saying, you can do this, you can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams. I've got an NLP thing, or this thing, or that thing, or whatever it is, and they're being bombarded. Because the way Facebook works is when somebody clicks on your ad, Facebook's going to show them all the other ads that are related to it, right? By the way, it's some free tip for you is make sure you're constantly clicking on all your competitors' ads, screenshotting them with your phone or whatever, and keeping a file of them so you can see what's working, what ads people are running, and constantly click on them. Because the more you do that, the more you'll see what other people are doing. And the ones that keep running, you know those ones are working. They're probably making money, so you kind of can look and see what they're doing. Don't rip them off, but you can kind of go, let's see that's interesting, okay? And then you can use some themes and stuff like that. That's for free. But what we've got to do is we've got to get you seen as the only option. How do we do that? We need a unique mechanism. What is a unique mechanism? We need something in your ad that triggers them to be like, oh my God, that sounds really good. I really need that. And it's curiosity based, okay? You never, under any circumstances, pre-sell your coaching on an ad. These people are scrolling and they're not looking for coaching. Not yet anyways, right? So you got to meet them where they're at, and you need a unique mechanism that makes them want to go, oh, that's really cool. I want to find out more. And it has to stand out. It has to have you seen as an only option. And it has to be curiosity based, okay? Now, you have to be careful that you do not use a mechanism that creates controversy and makes them not want to click. So what would be an example of that? One mechanism that I see a lot of mindset coaches use is they talk about hypnosis, okay? And what happens is people will see hypnosis. I was at a lounge last night and they hypnotized this person and had them doing all kinds of stupid stuff. I don't want to get hypnotized, right? You know, a comedian went to the lounge type thing. You see that a lot on TV. And, you know, people just don't understand, right? That hypnotherapy and all that kind of stuff. So you've really got to be careful if you're in a coaching niche where there's trigger words that are part of your delivery that people don't want to hear. So, for example, if you do audits, like when's the last time an audit was a good word, okay? So don't put in your ad, I can do a marketing audit, right? Like that's not a unique mechanism. That triggers like fear of getting audited, right? Like who wants that? You know what I'm saying? And so you've got to have a unique mechanism that is interesting. So like we have one's called the 300-word ad method, all right? And it's basically, well, what's that? Well, it's a template we have in our Skool community that we give everybody, right? It's a template. It's about 300-word ad type thing. And so that's unique and it's different and it creates curiosity. And so that's what you need to do. And what we want to do is we want to hook all three of these things together so that you can use these 3 secret psychological triggers to come right into people's newsfeed, boom, pull in the potential buyers, have them come to you and work with you. And then it gets Facebook's AI to run your ad to more of the people who look like the people who are qualified versus all the broke people. All right? Now, I got 2 things for you. First thing is, if you're a part of our Skool community, click the link below and set up your free Skool Community Success Call. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 15-minute live call with you and go over what you're doing, what's not working, why it's not working, show you strategies on how to make it better, and unlock some really cool advanced free training we have in our Skool community that's normally reserved for clients. On this call, there's nothing to buy. Keep your credit card somewhere else in the freezer or wherever you leave it. It's just a call for our free Skool community members, as we're going to help you. It's 15 minutes, and we're going to look at what you're doing, give you some suggestions and feedback, what to tweak. Could be about this ad, could be about various other things, help you understand why your ad's not working, what you need to do if you want to use ads, show you our best training on what to do in our Skool community, so on and so forth. Free call, hit that link down there and get signed up. You're going to like it. Again, there's nothing to buy on that call. Secondly, if you're not in our Skool community, click the second link and it's going to take you to our free Skool community and you can sign up. It's completely free and get our 300-word ad template, our messaging training, all the advanced training on running ads for this, plus a whole bunch more. So make sure you click those links below this video or in the pinned comments. All right, see you on the next video.